Hey scent freaks, welcome! Today is a really exciting video. We are going to unbox and give a first impression of TriBeCa by Bond Number 9. I feel a little late to the party here with all the hype around this fragrance, but I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this is one that I will love. Don't forget to subscribe and hit notifications if you like my content. Now let's get it unboxed. Okay guys, so from what I can see here, it's just a white, beautiful heavy duty box. And I can't see a plastic. All I can see is like a little slide thing. So I will slide it off and I will show you guys the bottle. Okay, so definitely heavy duty. It's got some gold on the inside there. It looks very pretty. So I'm pulling it out of the box here, and the first thing I'm noticing is that this is incredibly heavy. It feels like it might be some sort of porcelain or something, but it's definitely not a perfume bottle that I've ever felt before. It's not glass, it's definitely some sort of porcelain, and it's very weighty. Okay guys, so I'm gonna spritz this fragrance and give you guys my first impression. Oh, I can smell it from here. It smells really good so far. Oh, that is really good.
I'll have what she's having.
I'm not going to lie, I'm struggling to find what to say because with my blind buy fails this year, I felt like maybe this would be a bit disappointing, but it is far from disappointing. Okay, so while it's drying down, I'll give you guys the notes of the fragrance. Top notes are hazelnut and cacao. Mid notes are jasmine, sandalwood and cedar. And base notes are caramel, ambroxan and moss. So the first thing I thought about when I spritzed this fragrance was that I smelled Baccarat Rouge 540. It definitely smells like a sweet, mossy molecule fragrance. It is definitely heavy on the ambroxan. This is easily a unisex scent, would smell equally as good on a guy or a girl. It has this light and airy texture to it, which I love. It reminds me of caramel candied apples and minty moss. Even though the caramel and cacao are very evident in this fragrance, it just doesn't smell as gourmand as it sounds. Also, to my nose, it doesn't smell quite as medicinal as Baccarat Rouge 540. Even though it does really remind me of BR 540, I think this fragrance could really stand up on its own. I'm actually really relieved that this fragrance is close to Baccarat, but it's not a total dupe for Baccarat. I would maybe at this point in time go as far to say that I might like it more than Baccarat, which for me is crazy. Baccarat was probably my top fragrance of all time. But due to its reformulation, in sort of late 2019, early 2020, I've been unsuccessful in being able to purchase a bottle of the original Baccarat. So I wasn't comfortable buying it anymore. And I was really on the hunt because Baccarat was this amazing fragrance that just, absolutely was perplexing and took my breath away. But now smelling this one, the caramel and stickiness of this fragrance along with that ambroxan, cedar, Baccarat remnants, it really is beautiful. TriBeCa definitely gives me a fancy going out vibe. It is probably, for me at least, going to be reserved for special occasions. When I smell TriBeCa, it reminds me of a very well put together guy or girl. They've got their stuff together. And they are definitely immaculately presented, like head to toe. Would I say this fragrance was sisters with Baccarat Rouge? I would say it might not be sisters, but they are first cousins. There is a lot in common with these two. But as I said before, I feel like this one can independently stand up on its own. It is definitely a complex, warm, deep, beautiful scent. There's no sharpness, there's no harshness going on here. It's just beautifully well-rounded. It's so smooth yet so airy. It doesn't smell edible, but it smells delicious and delectable. It is definitely thick and dense, but then it's airy and mossy, which I love. It's like a chameleon. And I think the cedar and moss stops the caramel and chocolate crossing over into that too cloying territory. I would imagine that this fragrance was definitely a crowd pleaser and massive compliment getter. Now, I don't obviously know about projection and longevity at this stage, but spraying it on here, and I also sprayed some on my wrist as well, and it's just as strong as when I first smelt it, and it smells quite strong. So I think projection and longevity are going to be second to none with this fragrance, I think, and I hope. As I said, it does have a very strong resemblance to Baccarat, but I think it definitely is unique enough to not just be known as a Baccarat Rouge 540 dupe. I think too that this has been drying down for a second now, and on the dry down, I think that's where this fragrance becomes magical and where it steers a little bit more away from BR540. So Scent Freaks, that is the video. That is the unboxing first impression of TriBeCa by Bond No. 9. I really did enjoy this fragrance. Obviously, I need some more exposure to it to get a real feel for it, but from what I have smelt now, I'm in love. I think it is definitely love at first sniff for me. And I cannot believe that I'm about to say what I'm going to say, but due to the reformulation of Baccarat Rouge, I think that this may even replace my once beloved and unbeatable BR540 in my collection.
Tell me you did not just say that.
If you have any questions about this fragrance, don't hesitate to pop it in the comments below and I will definitely get back to you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I love and appreciate you all. Please take care and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.